Yo, what's up? So the thing is that, well, obviously I'm going to give you a cringe Disney message. You should never give up. You should fight for your dreams and for the people you love, for your family. It's all about the family. Viva Brazil! And stuff like that, like Fast and Furious. But really, I get it. People live in different places. They are born differently, economically, physically, mentally, you name it. We all have different goals, we have different personalities, we're all different. And I can't really give advice that will be suited for everyone. But at least this video can give you some insight, or at least it can make you think, right? In the past, I've been in very obscure, very dark places. I felt like giving up on life. And I'm being serious, right? I'm not saying, oh, I was depressed. No, I felt like literally throwing my life away, if you catch my drift. But I didn't do it. And why? Was it because of my friends? Yes. Was it because of my family that were supporting me at my lowest, as they should? Because that's what a good family does and what good friends do for you. It's not transactional. They love you. They're supposed to love you unconditionally. To be there for you when you need them and for you to be there when they need you, right? Yes, all those things are true. Completely. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I owe them a lot. To my best friend and to my family, which I love a lot. And I wish all the best to them. However, what else did I have? Would I have continued if I didn't have my friend, if I didn't have my family, right? Yes, yes, I would. Because as everyone has, or will have to eventually, I've lost things I really cared about: people, opportunities, wealth, you know? And my health deteriorated or deteriorated, however you pronounce it. My English is not really perfect. I apologize. But I feel blessed that I'm able to do what I love, that I'm able to, regardless of what has happened to me all over the years, to still be working on my hobby, on indie projects, indie games, stuff like that. It makes me feel fulfilled. It makes me happy. It inspires me. It motivates me. When I was in that very dark place where I just felt like giving up and quitting life, basically, the first thing that came to mind was my hobby. Because I was alone. I mean it like physically. And I felt alone mentally. I was just thinking about myself, about my future, about my past. I didn't really think, oh, well, I'm gonna go talk to my family. They're gonna support me, blah, 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 all that. No, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, what have I done? Is this my fault or what's gonna happen? Where am I currently? Where will I be in the future? Where have I been in the past? All those things that came to my mind were worrying me, were things that kept me preoccupied. And it is that simple. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that even if my family wasn't there to support me, I would have eventually figured things out by myself because they're there and I love them. Same with my best friend. However, they're not always going to be there, and they weren't really always there for me. And I'm not saying that's because they didn't want to, maybe they couldn't, or maybe, things just happen, right? Because things do happen. I know that's very vague, but you get what I'm saying. And it is good to know when to rely on others and when to find strength in yourself. But you shouldn't live your life for others only. You should also worry about yourself because if you worry too much about others, where are you going to be? You won't worry about yourself. And that's a dialogue that a lot of girls say. Well, they say a different version when they're gonna break up with you or when they find you annoying, which is kind of a bit funny. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That was random, but it's what it is. I found it a bit intriguing. If you don't succeed, keep trying. And if you keep trying and it doesn't work out, then try something else. Find a way. Because in this world, everyone is fighting. You have to fight to survive. Like it's the wild. You have to be like a lion, like a tiger. You have to be focused on your prey. Your prey means your goals, your dreams, your objectives in life, the things you love, the things you aspire to achieve, right? For example, a lot of people are worried now with YouTube and the fact that the algorithm is messed up and blah blah blah. They're losing views, they're losing money, and it's going to make it a hell of a lot difficult for people like me, people who are just starting out making videos to get more views in the future. Who knows if they'll fix it? Who knows if it's impossible? Since I do not know, I keep trying. And I know about not trying something that's in vain. YouTube, I don't feel like it's in vain. It is fun, regardless if I never get monetized or if I never get views or whatever. It doesn't matter. I like speaking my mind. I'm someone that loves to talk, loves to chat. And the fact that I can do it freely here, as long as I, of course, don't break the rules, it is something really powerful for me. A really powerful tool that I have is very good, to vent. Of course, you should like tone it down a bit. You shouldn't be annoying and be telling people your personal issues, your personal trauma, your drama and stuff on YouTube because, well, you're gonna be made fun of and you're gonna get exposed and you're gonna be humiliated because that's how the internet goes. Well, there's also nice people, that will leave nice comments and will be supportive on your videos. You have to look at the things from both sides. And sometimes there's only a bad side. I'll admit to that, right? And the conclusion is that unless you're 1,000% sure, you know, by the laws of logic or whatever the hell, that you're stuck, that you're basically screwed, you know, maybe you stepped on a black cat and your life is just never going to be good. You're going to go downhill for good forever for life and it's never going to get better unless you are certain of that, unless you feel like that's the way. If you have any doubt, then you should keep pushing forward. Try. You won't know until you try. Now, I'll admit and I'll be realistic here. Yes, you can try your hardest and you can fail. And there's people who try everything they can and they still fail and everything is in vain. I will not lie to you. You could be one of those people. I could be one of those people. I will admit that. However, as I think that I could really fail and I could really screw up, I also think that I could be successful and that motivates me. And when I see things that inspire me, like glimpses, like progress, stuff like that, it gives me strength. I take it and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I can make it. I think this project I'm working on could become something big, so could become something huge. I don't know if it will, but I have faith. I believe. You gotta believe. Like Parappa the rapper again. But it is true. So find something that motivates you. Find your way, find your path, find something that you're willing to do or that you at least do without being bothered to death. And you'll see things will get easier from there. Even doomers, like I said, and I'll repeat it if I said it before. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, everything is a waste of time. I'd rather be in my room playing video games, blah, 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 streaming. Well, they upload videos. They have to do things, and when the money is short, they have to. They do it. They go start recording, do whatever the hell, and and they get their paycheck. They get their YouTube check for the views and the ads and blah 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 blah. Right? So even the ones that say, "Oh, it's all useless. It's all a waste of time," deep down they know that it's not true, and they try. They whine, they complain, but what do you see them doing? They are trying. Now, are they lazy? Are they trying like really hard? Well, that's up for other people to interpret. And that's about it. Peace!